Hello everybody, I am not going to waste any of your time. I'm going to get straight into another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. This time it is going to be Cyber Dragons because I am a Cyber Dragon boy at heart. So without further ado, let's get right into it. But first, of course, this would not be one of my videos without being a Team Samurai fanboy and thanking them for their beautiful playmats. This time, the Appaloosa one. Anyway, let's dive right in. This is Cyber Dragon, so guess what card you have to play? That's right, it's Cyber Dragon. I do like the ulti artwork here. I've seen builds where people don't play 3, but I mean, yeah, it can break in your hand, but more times than not, it's just going to be useful to see whether or not it's Cyber Dragons. Just play 3. Your best starter in the deck is going to be Cyber Dragon Core. Play 3 of it. Enough said there. Along with 3 Cyber Dragon Hertz. This is a good starter. It's a good extender. Enough said. Just play 3 of both. I only play 1 Noxter and 1 Vier, because with what I've done with this deck, this is really all you need. They're good extenders. They're good cards to see or search. But really, this is all you're going to need, because you need to ratio out some of the other stuff that you'll need in this deck, which I will show now. People generally only play 2 Galaxy Soldier, but I am playing 3, because it's just so much more useful to see it in your opening hand. And then just having the 3rd one, if you want to be able to special summon later on, can also be in handy, because who doesn't like free special summons? So seeing any of them is great, so 3 I feel like has been working out for a good ratio. And then for the last monster, it's Cyber Dragons. Play a Light Machine Kaiju that you can search, and then contact Fuse with the Fortress. Enough said there. You can main deck a Kaiju in this. That's it for the monsters. Let's go on to the spells. This is Cyber Dragon. Play 3 Cyber Emergency. This is Cyber Dragon. Play 3 Machine Duplication. Enough said. I do play 2 Cyber Repair Plant instead of just the 1 or upping it to 3, because I mean, you're not going to use this necessarily as much as some of your other searchers or your other starters, but seeing this is just really good because you can search your Galaxy Soldier, you can search your Kaiju, you can search any other combo piece you need, so just having more access to that search is going to benefit you more than having it not available to you. Really good extender. I only play the 1 Rev system. Yeah, bringing back a Cyber Dragon from the grave is nice, but I mean, that's not going to come up as much. It's just useful as an extender. You want to have space for some other stuff in your deck. You can up this if you want, but 1 is really all you end up needing. This is Cyber Dragons, so play the 1 Overload Fusion to fuse into some of your Dark Machines. Enough said there. And then just some other good extenders or useful cards. I do play the 1 Reborn and the 1 Foolish Burial. Sometimes you want a Cyber Dragon in your grave so that you can resolve cards like Cyber Repair Plant, or if you want an extra special summon, you can dump a core to the grave and special summon off of that, or you can dump a Cyber Dragon Hertz to the grave to be able to add a Cyber Dragon card to your hand. There's just a lot of uses you can get out of these cards. And then for the last normal card in the deck, we do play the 1 power card of Cybernetic Overflow, because being able to destroy cards your opponent has is just really nice. Now on to the hand traps / the other tech we play in this. It would not be a rogue deck without the Dragoon package. We are of course running the Dark Magician, the Red Eyes, and the Red Eyes Fusion, because Dragoon is a good card. Ash Blossom is just a generically good hand trap. It's good for any deck. It's good against any deck, so just being able to run it is a really good option. Just like Gamma, unless you're going up against some rogue trap deck or a really back row heavy focused deck like Outledge or Altergeist, Gamma is just going to be a good card anyway. So running the Gamma package is always going to benefit you. And last but not least, you thought this was budget. Think again. It's Triple Tactics Talent. Yeah, the conventional wisdom is to run more disruption so that your opponent can't do their stuff, but you being able to do your stuff is also really handy as well, because let's be real, this is Cyber Dragon. You're going to come up against a lot of disruption, so you need to be able to get to a lot of resources. You can't play Pot of Desires in this because there's too much in here you just can't banish. You cannot play Pot of Extravagance because you need every single piece of your extra deck. So running a card like Talents to be able to draw a card, or if you just need an out to one of your opponent's monsters on board, or to just rip a card out of their hand so it disrupts their play, Talents is just a really good card to do that. That is it for the main deck. It is 41 cards, so that's pretty manageable and reasonable. If you want to cut one of them down, then you can cut one of the extenders like Foolish Burial to cut it down to an even 40, but I just feel like all those cards end up coming up, and they're all really useful at their own designated times. On to the extra deck. This is Cyber Dragons, so we play Nova and Infinity, but I do play 2 of each because it just ends up coming up a lot. If you go into a grind game, making Nova and then going into Infinity is just really easy, so having the 2 ofs can be really handy to go for both. And then for the other XZs, I do play the 1 Pleiades, and Phantom Rage gave us this lovely boy right here, Divine Arsenal, AA Zeus Sky Thunder. How funny is it when you omni-negate something of theirs with Infinity, and then you drop this on them after attacking, and then you wipe their whole board? I mean, when is that not going to be useful? We do run Gamma, so we do need a card that can take advantage of Gamma if you have to Gamma on your own turn, so I do run the Omega. There's 2 reasons for that. 1, ripping cards out of your opponent's hand is really nice. 2, if you're up against, say, something using Dogmatica and you have to dump something with Maximus, you dump this so that you can recur something in your graveyard back to your deck, and then you dump one of the Novas so that you can bring out something else we are running in this deck, Makaba. This card says no to everything your opponent's doing. It's really nice. It works out well. And then, of course, onto the Cyber Dragon cards. We have the 1 Rampage, the 1 Fortress, and the 1 Mega Fleet. This card helps you win games alongside one of the links you're going to be running in the form of Seeger. This card helps you contact fuse with either a machine matchup, like let's say you're going up against Orcust, or let's say you have to Jizukiru somebody as a kaiju. That kaiju's a machine. You can contact fuse with a machine. And then, of course, just being able to generically out anything in their extra monster zone is nice. Cannot tell you how many times I've played against Virtual World players that have established their Calamities in their zone. Calamities negates monster effects, but not summons. So being able to get rid of their Calamities and then just go off from there, being able to set up something is just really nice. I highly recommend running each of those cards because it just comes up. We run Dragoon, so there are, of course, 2 cards in here that we have to play for that. And then the last of the links is, of course, the honorary Cyber Dragon himself, All Mirage. There's almost never an opportunity where this isn't going to benefit you. Let's say you only draw into Core, you normal summon Core, you get your search, you link it off into All Mirage so you can go into some of your other plays, like let's say you have a Cyber Repair Plant, so you can get your extra search. There's just no situation in which All Mirage isn't going to be helpful to you in Cyber Dragon. And then on to the extra deck. This is mainly tailored for the post-December 2020 ban list because of what's going to be prominent. Virtual World is going to be a problem. Drytron is going to be a problem. This makes them not a problem. Please play this card post-December 2020 ban list. This card also says that Virtual World or something else like Dino cannot play the game. Really good card. I highly recommend it. And then, of course, another card to help you combat all these with those decks on the rise is DD Pro. I mean, banishing stuff from your opponent's grave when they need stuff to be able to be in the grave is just really handy. That can shut down a lot of Virtual World stuff. Outlage is on the rise again, so being able to banish their Golden Lord from the grave is really nice. If you go up against some rogue matchups, for example, there's a lot of Sky Striker players at my locals, so being able to banish Ray from the grave is just incredibly handy to be able to do that. Once again, this is not budget, and we do not like back row, so Lightning Storm it is, along with Cosmic Cyclone, because, again, we don't like back row, and having that interaction with Spell and Trap Destruction is really nice. Like let's say you're up against Virtual World. If you draw this in your draw phase, or you just have it in your hand, you can shotgun this, get rid of the Virtual World trap, and not have to deal with that. Also, just for if you end up needing Mystic Mine out, because the amount of games you can have stolen from you by Mystic Mine, because it also did not get banned, is annoying. And then the one last card that I play is the Imperial Order. Like I said, I have a lot of Striker players at my locals, plus just being able to shut down your opponent from using any spells or traps is going to be incredibly handy to do so. That is going to be it for the profile. No shenanigans, no nonsense there, straight to the point. and hope you all have a great day.